I didn't have all the information I wish I had before I started talking about this entire situation. If only James Chales just uploaded his second video as the first video, things would have been a lot different and a lot easier for James Chales. So let's just go over the main, somewhat recent situations in order. October 2018, Shawn Mendes drama, which was basically James leaving comments on Shawn Mendes' Instagram that people deemed inappropriate. April 2019, James made an offensive comment about a trans male. April 2019, James was criticized for high VIP ticket prices. May 2019, the Met Gala, where he caused controversy because of people thought his Instagram post was insensitive. Now for the past week, and I'll be linking all these videos and the sources in my description down below. Tati went out for James's neck with a video by sister. Jeffree Star starts going in on James Chales for a few days on Twitter. James made an awful apology, and it really did not help him at all. Tati continues to blow up on YouTube. Then Jeffree Star gets called a hypocrite. Then Tati makes a video saying why she did all of this. Then James Chales comes back with an actual response, which is a 40-minute video that I'm linking down below, showing everything from that video would just make this video even longer than what it already is. Then Tati completely abandoned ship with these tweets. I've left town on a digital break to heal and pray for healing on all sides. My family made me aware of what was just been posted, and I'm disappointed to see it littered with so many lies and half-truths. I stand by my videos. Do not twist my words into what they are not. Hear the message. She then followed that tweet with, I'm working on not reacting out of anger and working through patience for what this right thing to do is. I remind you all, as I remind myself, to do what you can to lead with kindness. Oh my goodness, she says do what you can do to lead with kindness, but literally only a few days earlier, she was going straight for her quote-unquote son's neck publicly on YouTube.
I hear my son borking in the background. I'm about to come for his neck.
Then a day later, she ended up posting this, saying, I have been in communication with James Chales through an intermediary for the last week, and we believe that this is the best interest for our community, our viewers, and our own mental health to put this matter to rest. Okay, so before I continue here, it seems like Tati and Jeffree Star here wanted to put everything to rest only after James Chales made an actual statement contesting the statements that Tati and Jeffree Star said about him. And that's the real tea. But continuing with her statement, for that reason, I will not be making any further public comments. I hope and pray that no one else will make any more hurtful statements on my behalf. In my original video, I felt the need to publicly break up with James with a warning call loud enough for him to hear. I was attempting to explain my upset and concerns so that everyone would understand my position and end the speculation that it was all over vitamins. Over the last 8 years, I built my career based on honesty, integrity, and trying my best to do what I thought was right. The toxicity and chaos that ensued over the last 10 days was absolutely not my goal, as it was a fight that I was almost certain to lose. Oh boy. Okay, before I continue this, the reason she was almost certain to lose is after rewatching and trying to understand why she made the videos in the first place. The first video, by sister, and this is my opinion by the way, was a massive Halo Beauty advertisement in disguise. Halo Beauty before and after photos here. If this was a video to just publicly break up with James Chales, why is there Halo before and after photos right here after literally talking about Halo Beauty throughout most of the video as well? And I also see you do have an FTC disclaimer saying this video is not sponsored, and I don't know a whole lot about American advertiser law, but I know for a fact that would be illegal in Norway. I realize Norway has very strict advertiser rules and guidelines, but that right there is insanely shady, and in my opinion, that would be a gray zone, because of course, she profited off of this video. Maybe not by putting a bunch of mid-rolls through it, but that link right there, I bet drove a bunch of sales, considering she was talking about Halo Beauty throughout the entire video. Oh, and she just casually has that link down there saying, oh, here's the before and after photos. Obviously, you're not linking to the products, but what is a before and after photo link to after that? Just looking at these before and after photos, they're gonna make people think, oh, this really works, and they're gonna go buy the product. And I know Tati trashes Sugar Bear hair in this video as well, but the companies are both vitamin companies. Vitamin companies in general don't have the best reputation. And both of these companies have not been evaluated by the FDA, as you can see here and here. There are a bunch of other holes in the original video, which I will be addressing later on in this video. I just want to continue her statement here first. So continuing her statement, she says, although I don't regret raising my concerns, I completely regret the way I went about saying them. I could have and should have found a better way. Even at this moment, I still have so many things I'd like to clear up. However, the continued call for receipts is nothing more than a call for never-ending bloodshed. As such, I'm setting aside my overwhelming need to be understood and will continue my conversations with everyone in private. private. I hope our community is somehow strengthened from all this madness, and that we will all strive to hold ourselves and each other to a higher standard. To my audience, I need you to know that I'm blessed to have your support and loving through my videos. I'm truly sorry for all the hate that's brought to our doorstep. I love you and look forward to returning to my regular content soon. This all just rubs me the wrong way, because now that the ball is actually in James Charles's court, she is completely backing down. Emphasis on completely backing down. Yeah, you know the video I mentioned earlier, the Bye Sister video? The 50 million view video she had? She deleted it. It's completely gone from the internet now. Well, it's been re-uploaded, but it's completely gone from her channel right now.
I saw a reply to her tweet, I guess her post of making that statement.
Mm-hmm.
You know how she was saying that she wants the drama to end, she doesn't want anyone to speak on it anymore and stuff? She's like, I just want to put this to rest.
Yeah.
Okay, someone was saying, how come you let this go on for a whole week? Everyone's attacking like James and stuff. And you're like, oh no, stop, please, stop. And then he comes out with a video like kind of debunking her stuff, and she's like, all right, I've had enough.
I've had enough. I'm leaving town. Everything. Exactly. It's so whack. And so speaking of this, obviously I want to point a few things out now about her original video and just about the situation. Why this is all rubbing me wrong now. Tati, how are you going to say, I didn't know the situation was going to be as big as it did when you called a 16 million subscribed YouTube channel a predator as an already established 5 million subscribed channel? Are you serious? And also, this is a 37-year-old woman publicly attacking a 19-year-old James Charles with 16 million subscribers. And you did not think this was gonna get blown out of proportion? I am so confused here as well. You also say things like, I want to tell him I love him, but from James Charles's video, we clearly see that you didn't actually reply to all of his texts. In my opinion, it seems like she was very opportunistic about this entire situation. She also said that she assumed his immaturity would go away. You're comparing a 17-year-old with a 19-year-old. You don't mature much between 17 and 19. Like 17 and 25 would be a better timeline to compare him to, if that makes sense.
Like if he was still acting immature compared from 17 and he's like 24, 25,
yeah,
then you could say.
Then it makes more sense. But like as a 19-year-old, like he still can't legally have a beer in the US. Come on. So honestly, I feel like this was a reach for a massive cutthroat video. And then people were praising her for not putting mid-rolls in this video, I noticed all around the comment section. Yet, the sponsored link in the description, which arguably isn't sponsored, but it kinda is.
She's indirectly making money.
She's indirectly making money off of that, even though she's very clear and open with the fact that she owns that company, which is very good. But still, she definitely made money off of that link being in the description right there. You should never minimize someone's pain. That was Tati's defense to Gabriel Zamora. Then a few minutes later, she said something around the lines of, it's funny where we didn't end up collabing until it was in his favor. And then she said something around the lines of, how entitled do you have to be to stress about your job when you're a 19-year-old millionaire? Tati, right there, you're minimizing James Charles's pain right here. So that's a bit hypocritical. And then she continued to use that video to promote her brand more. Tati, it seems like you made a 40-minute video outing James Charles because James Charles promoted a competitor's product that you obviously do not like. And then finally, at the bottom of this timeline, we have Jeffree Star. He dropped a new video where he also taps out in a very similar way to Tati, saying he's all about honesty, saying he's not doing anything to continue this. I guess he's back to actually acting his age. Or both Tati and Jeffree realized, oh, their careers might actually get hurt if they continue with this. The entire beauty community is very odd, to say the least. Like, it seems like everyone has blackmail on everyone. And I don't even think half of it has came out into the public. So hopefully nothing escalates from here. Now for James Charles. He dropped a second video recently, which I will link down below, because this video is most likely already long enough. But there's obviously been some misinformation spread around about him. Flirting with married men. Scumbag move, but it's not illegal. People claiming he allegedly catfished his high school football team. See, the funny thing about that one is one person came out about that, but a high school football team is more than one person. So I'm assuming that someone definitely the size of James Charles, and with how big the drama around James Charles has been lately, odds are more than one person would come out and speak about this if this was actually true. Him continuing to go after straight boys, scummy. And then you have all these texts, but it seems like James Charles manages to debunk in his newest video all of these texts. He shows pretty much the full conversation where things were obviously cut out. So I say again, if only he dropped that second video as his first video, things would have been so much different. And as I'm recording this video right now, I did notice that James Charles did post a statement on Twitter where he said, "Thank you, Jeffree Star, and thank you, Glam Life Guru, or Tati, for your sentiments. I am on board to move on, will not speak about this further, but I do hope to speak in the future when we're all ready. This week was awful for all of us, and I ask that the community forces on positivity moving forward." All right. So for the final thoughts, no one here is innocent. The beauty community is obviously more snaky than I thought any community could be, and I'm very happy that this entire situation is dispersing. So if you're new here, I welcome you to my channel. It'll be awesome if you subscribed. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like on it, and please let me know in the comments down below what you think of this entire situation, and are you happy that it seems like it's finally over? And finally, if you want to follow me outside of YouTube, you can find me as @Atozy on Instagram and Twitter, and if you want to follow my dog, it's @GaryThePuppy on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. The links will be down in the description down below. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Heard you had a lot to say. Now you don't really talk too much though. I've been running out these gates, but I'm not ever really late, no. Yeah, I've been seeing all these sights, been traveling. In my suitcase I pack light, I got my plans.